welcome to Damnable Delvings, where I delve into the damnable world of horror media. Today I am going to be delving into another Abominable Book Club Full Guts box. I did get one in Christmas, but I just didn't have time to upload the video in time, so it would have been horribly out of date by the time I actually had any time to put it on YouTube, so I decided not to bother. But I only received this yesterday, so let's have a look and see what there is inside. I have my trusty pair of scissors, and we'll split that seal and see what's going on. Feels like quite a heavy one this time, and just my mystery book is on top, and it's quite chunky, so we'll have a look at that in a minute and see what that is. Definitely a paperback, but it's quite a big one, so we'll put that to one side and have a look. Let's see what we've got in terms of food first, shall we? So we have here 2 Border chocolate cookies, lovely. We also have 2 Border butterscotch crunch biscuits and 2 Border golden oat crumbles. There is nothing there I do not like the sound of, so let's just pop those to one side. That's a nice cup of tea and a bit of reading and eating some delicious biscuits is promised in my future. So we also have a packet of drinks. I'll whip through these quite quickly because they're normally very similar. So we've got a Rockadero number 5 from Lions. There we go. We also have a Birchall's lemongrass and ginger tea. We have a Yorkshire tea. It's a proper brew. We have a Galaxy hot chocolate, and we have an Nescafe coffee. Coffee. There we go. So that's all our drinks, and let's move on to what other gubbins we have in here. So the first book we have here, I can see it now, and the cover doesn't look particularly like a horror novel, but then again, what horror novels do look like horror novels these days? So it's called Wake Up and Open Your Eyes by Clay McLeod Chapman. I know that name. Jordan Peele says they're one of their favourite horror storytellers. So what else has Clay McLeod Chapman done? Because I know that name. What Kind of Mother? Yes, that's where I've heard the name from before. And another novel coming soon called Acquired Taste. So, a rabbit hole stocked with terror all the way down, says Christina Henry. Noah Fairchild has been losing his formerly polite southern parents to far-right cable news for years, so when his mother leaves him a voicemail warning him that the Great Reckoning is here, he assumes it's related to one of the many conspiracy theories she believes in. But when his own phone calls go unanswered, Noah makes a long drive from Brooklyn to Richmond, Virginia. There he discovers his childhood home in shambles, a fridge full of spoiled food, and his parents locked in a terrifying trance-like state in front of the TV. Panicked, Noah attempts to snap them out of it to get medical help. Then Noah's mother brutally attacks him. But Noah isn't the only person to be attacked by a loved one. Families across the country are tearing each other apart literally as people succumb to a form of possession that gets worse the more time they spend watching particular channels, using certain apps or visiting certain websites. In Noah's Richmond-based family, only he and his young nephew Marcus are unaffected. Together, they must race back to the safe haven of Brooklyn, but can they make it before they fall prey to the violent hordes? This ambitious, searing novel from one of horror's modern masters holds a mirror to a divided nation will shake readers to the core. Stephen Graham Jones said, "The Purge ain't got nothing on this." Probably not in that accent, though. "A damn roller coaster of a novel," said Victor Laval. "Profoundly terrifying," said Rachel Harrison. Probably not in that voice. "And a modern American classic," said Josh Winning. Yeah, sounds alright. So to me, it sounds a bit like if 28 Days Later and Cell had a baby. But instead of it being cell phones, it was news media of the Fox variety. I feel like the subtext is not very sub, but maybe the book is a little bit more subtle than the sort of précis on the back would give you the impression of. Let's see what other book we have in here. It's a slim one, so it's Remains. There we are. I think this is probably a magazine instead of a book this time. Issue number 1 appears to include several stories. I'm assuming they're short stories. So it features nice. It's a lovely looking book inside. Very nicely put together, as these modern sort of zines often are now. So issue 1 contains The Heat of Creation by Rich Larson, Deceptive Appearances by Anna Tambor, Her Little Ray of Sunshine by Neil Williamson, Inclusions by Giselle Lieb, Cockatrice by Stephen Bacon, A Heartwarming Tale of a Girl and Her Monkey by Jolie Tumajan, and Nothing Special by James Cooper. So yeah, so it's a nice looking slim little volume there, very nice. Let's see if there's anything else buried away in here. What else do we have? We have an art card, Lycanthropy, noun, a supernatural infliction which humans are said to physically transform into wolves. There's a little art card of a werewolf there, very nice. We also have in here, we have a bookmark, the Abominable Book Club bookmark. We have Royal Blood Bank, Dr. H. Globin, very funny, Red Blood Cell Specialist. There we are. And then on the other side, Give Blood, it says. Seems to be a vampire sucking a long straw that says Give Blood. Most amusing. We have a little signed sticker to go in the Clay McLeod Chapman book. Very nice. I'm assuming this is a little letter from one of the authors. It was from Clay McLeod Chapman, of course, because the other author it's a collection of short stories, isn't it? So there's a little letter from Clay McLeod Chapman. I like to fold these up and put them inside the book, so they say with the book. And we have a little bookmark to go with Wake Up and Open Your Eyes from Titan Books. It's published by Titan. And that's everything. That is everything we have in here today, except for bits of shredded cardboard. And of course our final surprise hidden book. What will it be? Will it be another thriller like it was? I got a thriller with my Christmas set, but we'll see what we get inside here. So it's a chunky one, but it's sort of 1990s onwards size. Books did go through a bit of a period of getting larger, and paperbacks only seem to come in this larger size now. I remember when I was young, books all were smaller. So it's nice to see one thing that goes against the general thing, which is normally things are getting smaller, aren't they? You know, Christmas time, we definitely know things are getting smaller. Boxes of chocolates, for instance. And the book that I have this time is The Snowman by Joe Nesbo. The next Stieg Larsson, said The Independent. Over 5 million books sold worldwide. So I've heard of this book. I've heard of Joe Nesbo. I don't think I've read any Joe Nesbo. The last Joe Nesbo I saw, I think, had they'd given it a really cool kind of retro cover. It looks like an old 80s horror novel, which I appreciate. I don't know if it was a particularly horrific one. I've heard Joe Nesbo is supposed to be good, but I don't think I've read any. So this is from 2010, translated in 2010 from the original book, which was written in 2007. So yeah, so not a horror, but still an interesting looking book. If I don't read it, maybe my wife will, because she does like this sort of thing. So an exceptional crime novel, deserves comparison with the first volume of Stieg Larsson's Millennium trilogy, said the Sunday Times. So that's what we've received this time. Hopefully I'll have some longer videos for you in the near future. I've had some ideas, it's just getting the time to actually do them is causing the issues. But I have a few little ideas chugging away in the back of my mind and a couple of scripts written that I just need to film and edit, and when I do that they will be on here. But thank you very much for watching. This has been Damnable Delvings, and until next time, stay creepy. Bye.